Two geological giants, Yellowstone and Mount St. Helens, both hold immense power beneath the United States. But what happens if tremors from one volcano trigger the other? Could Yellowstone erupt because of an earthquake from Mount St. Helens? Mount St. Helens is known for its devastating eruption in 1980, which devastated forests and killed dozens of people. Yellowstone, on the other hand, houses the world's largest supervolcano caldera, with its last eruption approximately 640,000 years ago. Despite being more than 1,000 kilometers apart, the two are connected by one major system, the Pacific Tectonic Plate and the Earth's mantle hotspot. When Mount St. Helens experiences an earthquake, the tremors don't stop in Washington. Seismic waves travel through the Earth's crust, through hard rock, and thousands of kilometers away. Usually, the tremors are only felt as small tremors, but if they are strong enough, they can disrupt Yellowstone's hydrothermal system, even triggering a release of pressure from its magma chamber. A large tremor from the northwest was recorded by Yellowstone seismographs. Within hours, geyser activity increased, mud pools boiled more intensely, and new cracks appeared in the ground. These signs indicated additional pressure beneath the caldera. It wasn't that the volcano was about to erupt, but like a balloon being compressed from the outside, the Yellowstone system was becoming increasingly unstable. Then came the day. The pressure reached a critical point. From the Norris Geyser Basin, a giant plume of steam emerged first. Then, a huge boom shook, the ground split, and the Yellowstone eruption began. The explosion ejected billions of tons of ash, obscuring the skies over North America. Cities hundreds of kilometers away were plunged into darkness. A heat wave engulfed forests, scorching life. Could tremors from Mount St. Helens actually trigger Yellowstone? Scientists say it's highly unlikely. However, in theory, a large earthquake could affect hydrothermal systems thousands of kilometers away. Yellowstone is a geological time bomb, and the trigger could come from anywhere. Mount St. Helens teaches us a lesson in the power of volcanic eruptions. Yellowstone, on the other hand, poses a latent threat to the world. The question is not just if it will erupt, but when. And when that time comes, the world will never be the same. In early 1980, warning signs began to emerge. Small tremors were felt. Thin white smoke could be seen billowing. Scientists from the USGS immediately took notice. Mount St. Helens was no ordinary volcano. Behind its beauty lay a magma dome that was constantly exerting pressure from within. Mount St. Helens currently has a large, horseshoe-shaped crater. Inside, a new lava dome formed from small eruptions between 2004 and 2008. Since then, activity has subsided, but the volcano is not dead. Every year, plumes of steam and small tremors are still recorded. Scientists monitor the movement of the magma with GPS sensors, satellites, and seismographs. All indicate that the volcano is still alive, ready to awaken at any moment. Mount St. Helens is not only a symbol of destruction, but also of rebirth. In the areas that were razed to the ground, new forests are emerging. The first plants to grow are lupines, followed by pines, alders, and sagebrush. Birds, deer, and even bears have returned to the area. For scientists, it's a living laboratory. They can see how ecosystems rebuild from scratch, how life adapts after a major disaster. Today, Mount St. Helens is the most closely monitored volcano in America. The USGS has established a network of sensors, cameras, and drones to record every change. This data helps warn the public if dangerous activity recurs. The mountain is also key to understanding the cascade chain of volcanoes that stretches from California to Canada. Today, the Mount St. Helens area is a tourist and educational destination. Thousands of people come each year to see the giant crater and the new forest that has sprouted. The Johnston Ridge Observatory is a prime place to learn about the 1980 eruption and the natural forces that shape the Earth. The mountain swelled, its northern flank thrusting outward by more than 150 meters, a clear sign of an immense force waiting to be unleashed. Hundreds of small earthquakes were recorded daily. The volcano was like a time bomb. The government issued warnings. Some residents chose to leave their homes, but many remained. They believed the mountain would only erupt in a small eruption, just like the previous ones. And then came Sunday, May 18, 1980. At 8:32 a.m., a massive 5.1 magnitude earthquake struck. Within seconds, the north flank of the mountain collapsed, the largest volcanic landslide in modern history. The collapse gave way to the pressure of the trapped magma. In mere seconds, a horizontal explosion destroyed everything for more than 20 kilometers. Trees were flattened, the air filled with hot ash, and temperatures reached hundreds of degrees Celsius. The pyroclastic flow moved at 500 kilometers per hour. Nothing could survive in its path. Harry Truman, along with dozens of others, was lost to the unstoppable force of nature. The explosion released more than 540 million tons of volcanic ash into the atmosphere. Ash blanketed the skies, covering 11 American states and even as far away as Canada. Daylight turned to darkness. Transportation was paralyzed. Thousands of animals died. Rivers filled with volcanic mud. This eruption was not just a local disaster, but a global reminder of the fragility of life near active volcanoes. Despite the destruction, nature has a way of recovering. Year after year, forests slowly regenerated. Animals returned to the devastated areas. Mount St. Helens became nature's greatest laboratory, where scientists studied how ecosystems recover from destruction. The eruption of Mount St. Helens is a reminder that we live amidst the Earth's incredible power. Our Earth is always changing. The question is, are we ready when nature shows its wrath again?